Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to all. I am Farida from the Department of English, Amar Singh College Cluster, University, Srinagar. And today is the last day of the ongoing virtual FDP on tools and techniques in research, which has been organized by the Department of English, Amar Singh College, Srinagar, in collaboration with Cape Comorin Trust, Tamil Nadu. And I will be moderating today's sessions. For the first technical session today, we have with us Dr. Naira Radwan, who will be speaking on choosing an appropriate journal to submit your manuscript. Dr. Naira is working as an assistant professor, mechanical department, faculty of engineering, Suez Canal University, Ismailia, Egypt. She is also an assistant professor and the quality assurance officer for the PhD program, faculty of economics and administration, King Abdul Aziz University, Saudi Arabia. She has more than 20 years of experience in teaching and research work. Dr. Naira has published many articles in reputed and high quality journals, and she also serves as an editorial board member in many international journals. She has also received many national and international awards, such as Award of Excellence in Accreditation Work Contribution from King Abdul Aziz University, Saudi Arabia in 2019, and Certificate of Recognition from the United Nations Association of Somalia in recognition to the Sustainable Development Goals 2020. Dr. Naira, I formally welcome you. Thank you so much for taking your precious time and joining us. And we hope that we will definitely learn from your knowledge and expertise in the field. Because, as researchers, we often face this problem. We are often stuck and confused where to get our papers, our research articles published. Thank you so much for joining us. You may start with your presentation. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the nice presentation. I'm so happy to be with you today. First of all, I'm associate professor now. As
Sorry, ma'am. One minute, ma'am. The CV we had got,
um,
actually, we have got rather, it was written as, it
yeah,
was
yeah,
written
it's
as
my
usual.
fault.
Sorry, ma'am, for that.
Yeah, it's my fault. I didn't update. Yeah. I'm associate professor. I'm Egyptian. I'm working as a social professor in the mechanical department, faculty of engineering, Egypt. Moreover, I'm now in Saudi Arabia. I'm working as a social professor and the quality assurance officer for the PhD program in King Abdulaziz University. Thank you all, and thank you for the audience and for the professors. Today, I will present a very important topic for all of us: how to select the appropriate journal to submit our journal. Please, I will share my presentation. Is it visible for all now in the full mode? Is the presentation
Yes, ma'am.
visible,
Yes,
please?
ma'am. It's very clear.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Is it moving? Slides is moving?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah, great, thank you. Okay. Today, I will speak first about what the meaning of academic journal, what is the type of journals, what the meaning of peer reviewing, and then I will present what are the types of journal articles, and I will show why we have to understand the type of journal articles. Then we will know how to search for Scopus journals and Web of Science journals. Then we will learn how to create our own checklist to select the appropriate journal. First of all, what is the meaning of academic journal? The academic journal is scholarly publication, contains articles. It contains articles, but it should be written by experts who are professors, researchers. It is focused on specific discipline or field of study, like medicine, engineering, and so on. This is unlike newspaper or magazines. Journals are interested journals are intended for an academic or technical audience, not for general readers as magazines or newspapers. Journals are published on regular basis. It may be published monthly, quarterly, and so on, and are sequentially numbered. Each copy called issue. A set of issues make a volume. Like newspaper and magazine, journals are also called periodicals or series. We have many types of journals. The main types of journals are three. Number one is the open access journal. The open access journal, this is the sign of the open access journal. When you see this sign, you understand this type of journal is open access. It means that as an author, I have to pay for the journal to publish my paper. In this type of journal, it is peer review. The manuscript have to be reviewed. The reviewing process meaning peer review, and I will explain what the meaning of peer review next slide. So here the author will pay the publishing cost. Any journal have publishing cost. The difference here, who is paying for these publications fees? For the open access, the author who is paying this cost. So I'm a reader, or I want to download a paper, I will not pay anything if I am downloading a paper from an open access journal, because the author pay this cost. This is for open access journal. For limited access journal, here who is paying the fees? If the readers themselves, they pay the publication fees in a process means subscription. Most of the time, making the subscription done by universities, big universities making subscriptions for high limited access journals to make their students and their researchers to benefit from these journals. So here the author will not pay any cost when submitting or when publishing his manuscript here. It is also a peer-reviewed journal. So these two types of journals, they are good journals with different qualities, with accepted qualities. We have another type of journals which named predatory journals. These types of journals have no review process. It may be free or not, but you have to avoid this type of journals. Maybe another session we will speak in details about this type of journals. This is not good journals. You have to avoid it completely. If you want to publish your journal, you have to publish even in open access or limited access. So you now understand the difference between the two types of journals. To know if your journal is of the type of open access journal, this site will help you. This one, you can this site called the Directory of Open Access Journal, or the OAG. Just you have to write the name of the journal, and you will check if it is open access or not, because they have database for all open access journals. Now, let us know the types of journal article. Before going through the journal articles types, why we want to understand or know these types? Because when you are submitting your journal, you have first to know the type of your article, your paper, because each journal work with certain types of article. When you open the journal website, you will find the type of the journal article which is maintained by each journal. So you have first to classify your article, which type your article from this one. Okay. Okay. First, let us go through these types of journal articles. We have 5 types of articles. Number 1, original research. This is the most common type of journal manuscript. It is used to publish full reports of data from research. Sometimes we call it original articles, or we call it research article, or just to say research, or just to say article. All of this means original research journal article. It depends on the journal about the name. The journal may be called it just research article, research, or original article, or all the same meaning, original research. So the journal will say we are maintain or accept only original research, for example. So you understand this is the only type of article which will be accepted from this journal. The original research format is suitable for many different fields and different types of studies. It includes full introduction, methods, results, and discussion sections. This is about original research. Number 2, short reports or letters. These papers communicate brief reports of data from original research that editors believe will be interesting to many researchers and that will likely stimulate further research in the field. As they are relatively short, the format is usually for scientists with results that are time sensitive. For example, those in high competitive or quickly changing disciplines, for example. This format often has strict length limits, so many experimental details may not be published until the author writes a full original research manuscript. This is the second type. The third type is review article. Review articles provide a comprehensive summary of research on a certain topic and a perspective on the state of the field and where it is heading. They are often written by leaders in particular disciplines after invitation from the editors of a journal. Reviewers are often widely read and highly cited. This is about review articles. The fourth type is case studies. These articles report specific instances of interesting phenomena. A goal of case study is to make other researchers aware of the philosophy of a certain type or a specific phenomena might occur. This type of study is often used in medicine to report the occurrence of previously unknown or emerging pathologies. The final type is methodologies or methods. These articles present a new experimental method, test, or procedure. The method described may either be completely new or may offer a better version of an existing method. The article should describe a demonstrable advance or what is currently available. These are the 5 types of article. So when you write your article, you have the first step to know which type of articles your research. Is it original research? It is case study? It is methods? It is short report? Then when you are checking the journal website, you have to read which type of article this journal is accepting. Okay? Now, let us understand what is the meaning of peer reviewing. Any journal you have to choose should be peer reviewing. So first, let us understand what is the peer reviewing process. The peer review system exists to validate academic work. So this is the aim of the peer review, to validate the work. Helps to improve the quality of published research and increases networking possibilities within research communities. So peer review method is used to maintain the quality standards, improve performance, and provide credibility. This is very important for manuscript to be peer review. Let us understand this process. Peer reviewing means that to publish a paper, you are a researcher and you want to submit your manuscript. When you see this figure, we will go across the process of peer reviewing. Other scholar or called peer scholars in the same field of specialization will review your work. They will judge your work and will give feedbacks and comments, or may refuse your manuscript if it is not maintain the required quality. They are doing that to improve your work. So you are, as a researcher, you have to make their suggestions according to their. You have to modify your manuscript according to their suggestions. If they give suggestions to do, and respond to the editor and the reviewer's comments. Then the editor and reviewers will review your work after your response. So you have to respond, you give your response according to their suggestions. If they approve your work, it will be published based on peer review. So peer review method is used to maintain the quality standards, improve performance, and provide credibility. This is the steps when you submit your manuscript. It will go first to the editor-in-chief in review. He can accept or review it. He can accept or reject it. If he accept, he will give it to the associate editor. Then the associate editor will check if it is in the journal scope or not. If yes, he will accept it. If no, he will reject it. If he accepts it, he will assign many reviewers in the same field to review your manuscript, and they will go across the process which we are explaining now. So the editorial decision according to reviewer comments plus the editor's personal evaluations. Okay, this is the meaning of peer review. We have many types of peer review. We have single blind peer review, double blind peer review, open peer review, collaborative peer review, third-party peer review, post-publication peer review, and cascading peer review. Let us today focus about the most two important for us as a researcher: single blind peer review and double blind peer review. We also say we always say that it is single blind peer review journal, it is double blind peer review. We want to know the difference between these two types. Single blind peer review means that authors don't know who the reviewers are, but the reviewers are aware of the author's identity when they decide to accept or reject the document for review, as well as throughout the review process. So here the reviewer know the identity of the author, but you as the author don't know who will review your manuscript. It means single blind peer review. This is single blind, okay? Single because only the author don't know who is reviewing his manuscript. Double blind peer review, the journal editor doesn't reveal the reviewer's creditations to the authors and vice versa. So both parties, who are reviewer and author, are not aware of each other's identity. All indicators of identity, such as names, affiliations, etc., are removed. So you are, as an author and the reviewer, you don't know each other. I'm a reviewer, I'm review your manuscript, but I don't know who you are or what is your affiliation. I don't know anything about the author. This is the meaning of double-blind peer review. So we can conclude that for peer reviewing process, it may be blind, it is blind, but it may be single or double blind review. Some journals are free, as we understand now. Some are not free, okay? And of course, the cost is varying from journal to another. Reviewing process is rigorous and takes a lot of time. It depends about the journal quality. So it is very important issue to focus on, and they will focus on after a while. As we see, reviewing process will take time. Your credit for your publication in the form of citation. Again, make sure that the journal is peer and blind review. It is very important when you are submitting your manuscript. You have to be sure that the selected journal is peer review and blind review. We have many publishing houses, as we see many examples for publishing house. We have now thousands, millions, not thousands, millions of documents or journals which we have to we can publish our paper on. Which one to choose? To select the appropriate journal for your manuscript, you have to go across two steps. Number one, you have to find the journals which cope with your manuscript. And we will understand this point. Number two, you have to create your checklist to select the appropriate journal. In the first step, we will learn how to find many journals which cope with my manuscript. For example, you can get 100 journals. Which one of those 100 to submit manuscript? We will know this by making our checklist. So, to find the journal which cope with our manuscript, we have many directors with many journal directors which can help us in this. I give you here some examples. It could be a very useful guide for you to use. Today, I will choose two of them, and we will learn how to use them to find the suitable journal which cope with our manuscript. Now, we will search in Simago Journal Ranking website. This is a very useful website. It has many tools, which is very useful tools. The first tool, which is this one, here you can enter your journal title or your journal ISS number or publisher name. For example, I want to search for a certain journal. I have its name or I have its ISSN number, and I want to be sure if it is a Scopus index or not. Just to write the name of your journal here and click on search. This is a very useful tool. This tool, Journal Rank, will help you to find the suitable journal which cope with your manuscript, this tool. Let us try this one. When you click on this one, the screen will show for you. Here you have many choices. As you see here, you will find all subject area. So you can open this one.
Hello.
Yes?
Sorry to interrupt you. Your screen is not visible.
From the beginning?
No, just now.
What's wrong? Okay.
PPT is not visible. PPT is not visible. You are visible. You are sharing your screen.
It is visible, please?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, not yet.
What's
Your
wrong with?
PPT is not, madam, visible.
Okay, I will share again, please. Is it visible, please?
No, no, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Your
Not
screen
yet.
is not visible.
But before was visible, right?
And now it's visible, ma'am.
Yes, now, ma'am.
Before
Yes, it's
now?
visible, ma'am.
Sorry? It is visible now?
Yes,
Ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, it is visible, please.
Yes, ma'am, it is visible now clearly.
In full screen, right? In full mode, please.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Thank you very much. Okay. Now, as we see here, you have many choices. You can select your choices from this one. All subject area, you can choose. You can open this one. You will find all areas: engineering, agriculture, and so on. You will choose the subject area which you are searching for. I want to, for example, I want to submit my paper in the mechanical engineering. So of course I will choose the engineering. And for categories, I will choose mechanical, okay? If you want to publish your journal, which from Indian journal, for example, so you can choose the region or country, India, or you cannot choose. For example, I want to not specific any country, so you don't have to choose any country. Also, for types, you will find all types of journals, proceeding or conference journals. You will find all books, for example. If you don't want to choose a specific type, you don't have to choose. For year, you can choose or not. It's up to you. It's up to you. According to your choices, before that, you can also choose to select only open access journal. Only open access journal. If I want to select a journal which is only open access journal, so you will click on this one. You can also choose only Web of Science journal. You can choose this one. After all of that, you will find the results according to your choices, the suitable journals according to your choices. You can also download all these from download data to have a copy in your computer. Let us have an example. This is the first example. I used engineering. Okay, this is the choices I used. Engineering in the industrial manufacturing engineering. I don't want to choose any country or region. For the types, you have journals, book series, conference, or whatever you want. I used all types of articles, and I choose for the year 2019. According to these choices, he will give you the choices. As you see here, this is many choices. He will order according the quartile of the journal. Okay, as you see here, this is for Q1 journal. This is the first choice, International Journal for Machine, Tool, and Manufacturers. And he will give you all the needed information you need. Okay, and the country of this journal. The second choice is Journal of Operation Management. This is the second choice because Shimago Journal ranking is less. This for the first one, Shimago Journal ranking is 3.979. The second choice is less, 3.957. It's still in Q1, okay, and will give you the needed information. and so on. He will give you all the alternative journals according to your criteria. Another example, this is the choices here. Another example here, I use to choose only open access journal. You can see here that I make click in this square. So I'm telling that I just want only open access journal. I select engineering also, industrial manufacturing engineering. I use year 2018. According to my choices, he gave me the alternative journals. As you see here, all the journals have the same sign. Do you remember this sign? It means that this is open access journal, because I told him that I want only open access journal. Okay? So which one you have to choose? It's upon the quality of your manuscript. For example, my paper, I understand that it is not a very high quality, so it's not accepted to submit in Q1 journal. So you can submit it in Q2 journal or Q3 journal or even Q4. It's according to the quality of your paper. Okay. This is the choices. Another example, here I choose engineering, also open access journal, industrial manufacturing engineering. I used to only for Indian. I want only Indian journal for the year 2019. For this criteria, he suggests only one journal, which is Journal of the Textile Association. As you see here, this is a sign of open access journal as I want, as I choose. Okay, this is Q4 journal. Okay, and this is some information which may help me. And this is Indian journal as I select. I put in the chosen criteria. This is example how you can use this tool. So as you see, you can get many alternatives which you can choose from. Okay. Another tool in this website, which is useful tool, is country ranks. I want to have the country rank in specific spline, for example. As you see here, I want to know if you choose this tool, this screen will show for you. You can choose the subject area, subject category, the same way for region, for the year. If you select these ones, okay, you will have order for journals according to the country ranking. For example, here, sorry. For example, here, when I use the country ranking engineering and industrial manufacturing engineering with the year 2019, they will rank the journal according to the country. As you see here, first one is China. Okay, according to the selected criteria, you will give the number of documents. Okay, and some needed citations or informations here, which can help you. Another tool here is a visualizations tool. It means to get this information, but in figures or graph. It's very useful for some researchers, but I just want you to see it. But we don't use a lot. In the same way, we can use our criteria as we see here, and accordingly, he will give you the information, but in graphs, as you see here. Maybe in another session we can explain in more details because it takes more time. Now we will have another engine to search on Web of Science journal. This is Elsevier Journal Finder, which made by Elsevier. It can help you also to find the suitable journal which index in Web of Science to submit your paper. When you use this website, this screen will be shown. As you see here, you will find place for paper title, paper abstract, keywords. Okay, so I will give you example how we can use this tool. For example, I give you example from one of my papers. Here, this is the paper title, Six Sigma, the powerful tool. I just make copy and paste from my manuscript, which I want to find a suitable journal for it. So this is the paper title, and this is the paper abstract. You can put your keywords or not. It's up to you. The field of research, you will find engineering, bioengineering. You can select or not. It's a paper title and paper abstract may can help you, but if you add keywords and field of research, it will be better. Then you will click on Find Journals. When you click on Find Journals, they will give you many alternatives for journals which cope with your inputs. As you see here, this screen showed for me. The first one is Computer in Industry journal. According to your inputs, you will find the suggested journals. Okay, the Computer in Industry, Applied Computing and Informatics, Journal of Manufacturing System, and so on. Many journals, but these journals is ordered according to what? If you see here this screen, you will find sort by. You can choose the criteria which you want the journal to be ordered accordingly. You will find, for example, impact factor. If you want this journal is ordered to its impact factor, you can use impact factor. For example, acceptance rate. For example, according to the time for the first decision or time to publication. So it's up to you which criteria is the most important for you. For example, I want to publish my paper as soon as possible. Okay, so I will select time to publication. This is my first choice. So the order of these alternatives will be reordered again according your time to publication. Another one want this order according to the impact factor. Okay, and so on. Okay, now let us read what's written here. For example, in Computer Industry, I will check. This is the site score. For it is here I understand it is Scopus index because it has site score equal to 10. It has impact factor because it is indexed in Web of Science. Its impact factor equal to 4.7. The acceptance rate is 12%. Time for first decision is 3 weeks, and time to publication is 4 weeks. So I will check, is it suitable for me or not? The another alternative, as you see here, the site score is 8.8. This was 10. This is less. Okay, 8.8. And as you see, it doesn't have impact factor. It still don't have impact factor. The acceptance rate is 10%, and time of decision, first decision is 2 weeks, and time to publication is 71 weeks. Can you see here the difference? Here, time to publication is only 4 weeks. Here, 71 weeks. So you have to choose the suitable journal according to your own criteria. each one of us have his own criteria or her own criteria. Okay, so you have first to see which best match for me. Okay, for example, I like this one, computer in industry. I see that this information will be suitable for me. So in this case, you have to open the journal website because there are more details in the journal website which you should check it first. Okay, this is the information. This is, for example, computer industry. I open what I make now. I make here journal website. I choose this one, journal website. Okay, to open this screen. When you open this screen, you can find that yes, this is the site score 10 as we see here. This is the impact factor 3.9. Okay, there is a very important issue when you open the website of the journal. The first thing you have to check is the aim and scope of the journal. This is the first thing you have to go through for any journal. After you see that this information is suitable for me, okay, I will open the journal website. When I open it, the first thing is to open the aim and scope. When you select guide for authors here, you will find the aim and the scope. Here, the aim and scope will present the aim and scope of the journal. For example, I'm publishing a manuscript which is its type is methods. Here in the aim and scope, he will tell you which article he will accept or the journal accept. This is the first thing. The second thing, I'm making my manuscript in mechanical engineering or industrial engineering. In the aim and scope will explain which area will be accepted in this type of journal. Some articles is very good and I
Maybe there is some problem with the internet. Waiting.
Hello, Farida ma'am. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am has some problem with
Yes,
internet.
yes.
We'll be waiting for some
Ye-
time. Maybe she's able to reconnect.
Yes. So
Please have patience.
yes. Can I ask you something about after this today's session? Then
Yes.
is there any questionnaires?
Yes. After at the end of every session, we have some time for questions. Resource persons will be taking your questions and answer your questions.
No, I'm asking about whole FDP.
No, there is no such session, but today we have two technical sessions. As the ma'am gets reconnected, maybe you have some question you can ask to her, and then in the second technical session, you may also ask the question to the resource.
Ma'am, is there any feedback about the
Yes.
FDP?
Yes.
He means that, I think.
We'll be communicating. If there is anything like that, we'll be communicate to you.
Okay, ma'am. Okay,
Please,
thank
please
you.
bear with us.
Okay, thank you.
Hello? Sorry.
Yes, madam. We are getting your voice. Yes.
Okay, thank you. I will share again my screen, please. Is it visible now, please?
Yeah, your screen is very visible.
Okay. Number 5, the publication duration. It's very important for us to know the publication duration. Some journal take maybe 1 month to publish your manuscript after peer review process. Others take 3 months, others take 1 year. So you have to know the publication duration, and it is written in the journal website to see if it suits you or not. Also about the charge, will you pay charge or you don't want to pay? Accordingly, you will choose the suitable journal for you. Also formatting, some journal have its standard formatting, other have general formatting. Another issue is the plagiarism. You have to check the plagiarism, the accepted plagiarism for your journal. All this information is in the journal website. So we will learn now how to get this information from the website of the journal. So accordingly, we can submit our manuscript or not. Now let us have an example for 2 different journals. This is the 2 different journals I want to, after searching about the alternatives for journals I want to publish my manuscript. The engine gave me many alternatives. This is the most suitable alternatives which cope with my manuscript. So I want to choose which one of the journal to submit my manuscript. This is the first one is Engineering, Science and Technology, an international journal, and the second one about material science at PeerJ. So I will open the first one. This is the first journal. I will open it, okay, and I will collect the data which I need. The first thing that I told you in our in the last screen is aim and scope. As you see here, this is the aim and scope. You have to write the aim of the scope very well. As you see here, he explained the aim and the scope of the journal. So this is, for example, cover electrical, electronics, and computer engineering, and explain what is the field of will be accepted in the journal, as well as it is accept mechanical and civil engineering, for example. Okay, and about the type of the journal, as you see here, he explained that it is a peer review quarterly, so it is published 4 times a year, okay? Published both theoretical and experimental high-quality papers. So here he explained the type of articles he will accept. It is accept theoretical and experimental high-quality paper, and it is peer-reviewed, and it is published 4 times a year, okay? So you have to read it well to know if the aim and scope, if the journal is suitable for you or not. Also, you will collect the other data, which is, this is the site score. So it is index, it is a Scopus index, okay? Then for me, I used to make a table like this one and collect the needed data. As you see here, I collected the ISS number, this one. This is the ISS number.
तो ये आंटी देख,
The
ये आंटी
direction.
बोल रही है कार में देखते हैं। हाँ ये
I'm
आंटी,
sorry?
ये आंटी दो बार, हाँ ये आंटी, ये
Dear
आंटी, ये
participants,
आंटी,
please mute your microphones.
For the duration, you will find that the accepted duration between 3 to 5 months. Okay, it is Scopus index. I know from here, site score 9.5, so it is Scopus index. For charge, it is free. Okay, it is also index in Web of Science with impact factor 2.7. I know here from here. Okay. Also, the plagiarism percentage, accepted percentage is 5% to 10%. You will find this information from the website. The acceptance rate is high, okay? And Shimago journal ranking is 0.75. So from this table, you can see, okay, this, for example, if I want, the main criteria for me is about impact factor from the 2 choices. This is the first choice, so I will see that the impact factor for the journal is 2.7. So I will make a comparison with the other journal to know its impact factor. For example, if your criteria, the first choice is not impact factor, but about the formatting, you want, for example, standard formatting, okay? The other don't have standard formatting. For example, if the first choice for you is the plagiarism percentage, or for example, the duration. So it's according to your checklist. You have to collect these data, and according to your checklist, you can choose the appropriate journal. For the second journal, this is the second one, I will read carefully the aim and scope. Okay, this is the first step, to read the aim and scope of the journal. So you will collect the needed data here in the table. Okay. This is the ISS number, the duration. This is for between 1 and 2 months. Okay, this type of journals, it have many types of journals. Some of them are free, and some of them you will have to pay around $1,000. The impact factor is 2.35. The formatting is standards with templates. The plagiarism between 5 to 10 acceptance. The citation score is 2. So you have to compare between this journal and the last one, which one to choose. For example, if my criteria is the impact factor, I want the higher impact factor. This impact factor is 2.35, and the last one was 2.7. So which one to choose? You would choose this one, right? Because you want to choose the higher impact factor. Okay, you understand? This is the information I collect. A final issue which I want to focus about, that some journals is indexed in both Web of Science and Scopus. How I know that? From this one. When you find that the journal have site score and in the same time have impact factor, so you understand that this journal is indexed in both Web of Science and Scopus. For this journal, this is 2 types of journal. This journal is Society, Cultural and Society, and the other one is Energy and Building. This one, I understand that it is indexed in 2 types of index, Web of Science and Scopus. This one is indexed in only Scopus. How I know that? Because it only has site score. It doesn't have impact factor. But here it have site score and impact factor. I can know that from here or from here. Okay? This was a quick explaining about how to choose the appropriate journal to submit your journal to submit your manuscript. Thank you for your attention. Thank you all.